بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين أجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف وجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره. I am very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have tawfiq to connect with you again, especially in the month of Rajab and the eve of Eid al-Mab'ath. For many parts of the world, tonight is the night of the 27th of Rajab and tomorrow is the 27th. So it's a great occasion to connect, and Alhamdulillah we have received different gifts, and one was the launch of Risalah learning app that, as you saw, is very beneficial tool to help you and any person who is interested in Islamic studies to make a personal plan for your studies. You have control over everything, and you can set up for yourself deadlines. You can see which lectures you have watched, how much time you have, all these things, and everything is available for you easily. You don't need to search, you don't need to look for them. Everything is available for you in the app, and inshallah more information will be added, and inshallah this will be also connected to your Kawthar learning account. So from here you can be also connected to your account on the website, and also people who are outside Kawthar learning circle, they can benefit. So I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this, and thank Brother Ghulam and everyone who helped so that this becomes available in such a great night. Also the MOOC for our courses that Brother Mubarak mentioned, that is very important step to making this experience also available on different platforms. And as people may do other courses online, Islamic subjects also should be available online, and this would be a circle wider than KLC. Any person easily can register, Muslim, non-Muslim, every person who is interested, they can go and take these courses. Of course, our KLC brothers and sisters also may find it useful for the common courses to use a MOOC, because as Brother Mubarak mentioned, each lecture is divided into different items based on units of information, and plus you have quiz and transcripts and other things. Both projects took long time and energy, and many of you have helped. So may Allah inshallah bless people who were in charge of these projects, and everyone who helped, everyone who prayed, and everyone who by studying is giving us encouragement. Because if it was not because of you showing interest, then we may also have not taken this as a priority. So I always say that every person, one of the best things that they can do for themselves and others is to take their studies seriously and try to graduate. This is good for them, but this is also encouragement for us and for other participants. So I am very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to all the brothers and sisters who have been working on these two projects, and these are not stopping. They need updates, they need continuous work. Inshallah we pray for their tawfiq, and alhamdulillah we have also some other inshallah good news to come about some of the books that we can mention inshallah in their proper time. What I would like to share with you tonight, instead of continuing our regular topic of 40 hadith, is some reflections on some verses about Risalah. This is the night of Mab'ath. This is the night of beginning of the Risalah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the beginning of the message or mission. And therefore, for some time, I was hoping to get chance to reflect on some of these verses. And I thought tonight would be the best time to reflect some of these courses. And as you saw, our app is also called Risalat. And inshallah, actually, more and more, we will try to use the name of Risalat for many of our educational programs, so that this becomes our brand, inshallah. If you refer to the Glorious Qur'an, you find that in addition to the term Rasul, Mursal, Arsala, and so on and so forth, we have the term Risalah, which seems to be the root of these derivatives, or close to the root. And also we have Risalat, plural form for Risalah. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الذين يبلغون رسالات الله ويخشونه ولا يخشون أحدا إلا الله وكفى بالله حسيبا. Those who deliver messages of God. These are muballigh. Who is muballigh? The one who does tabligh. Yuballighun means they make sure that the message is delivered to the targeted audience. Who are the people that Allah addressed? Who are the people that Allah wanted to guide? Muballigh is the one that makes sure that the message reaches that person's mind and the gate of the heart. Whether he opens the gate or not, it's up to him. But you must make sure that the message reaches their mind and heart in the way that they receive other serious messages. So if we just circulate the message among ourselves, or if we deliver it to their door, but they don't find it something to try, it's like a parcel in a very, ugly, appearance, no one is going to open it. How other messages today are delivered, how people try to present it and wrap it, with beautiful, wrapping, papers and so on and so forth. We should also present the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a nice way, in a presentable way. And if they get engaged with it, whether they like it, whether they accept it, that's another issue. But they should get engaged with it, then our job is done. Because our job is just tabligh. Ma ala rasul illa al-balagh. The one who is given a message has to just deliver the message in the way we explained. The first messenger, the first person to deliver the message is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but then imams, then scholars, then any person who is sharing part of this message. Actually, it is interesting that sometimes in the Quran, Risalah is used in a singular form and sometimes plural form. For example, here we have plural. الَّذِينَ يُبَلِّغُونَ رِسَالَاتِ اللَّهِ. What does it mean, رِسَالَاتِ اللَّهِ? Does it mean that you do tabligh of different religions? Is it about religions? No. For different reasons. One reason is because according to the Quran, there is only one religion. There are no religions. And it doesn't mean that you have to deliver different religions, different sharia. There's one, and you have to always present the best available to the best of your knowledge. So, what is Risalat? الذين يبلغون رسالات الله. Or for example, in another place Allah says, ليعلم أن قد أبلغوا رسالات ربهم. Of course, because here messengers are plural, one may say Risalat is because each person had one Risalah. But it's not always like that. You cannot say every person has one Risalah, because sometimes the same person has Risalat. Or إلا بلاغا من الله ورسالاته. Or for example, we have أبلغكم رسالات ربي وأنصح لكم. Or أبلغكم رسالات ربي وأنا لكم ناصح أمين. You see, in many places it's plural, but also sometimes it's singular. For example, يا أيها الرسول, Surah Ma'idah, famous verse. يا أيها الرسول, I think it's 67. بلغ ما أنزل إليك من ربك. Deliver what has been sent down to you from your Lord. وإن لم تفعل فما بلغت رسالته والله يعصمك من الناس. If you don't deliver this message, you have not delivered the message of Allah, and Allah is going to protect you. Or for example, وقال يا قوم لقد أبلغتكم رسالات ربي. Or قال يا موسى إني اصطفيتك على الناس بالرسالات وبكلامي. So most of the time seems to be plural, sometimes is singular. What does it mean? It seems to me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes uses Risalah in the sense of general mission of a prophet or messenger. Of course, there's a difference between Nabi and Rasul, we have explained in Aqaid. Nabi is the one who receives revelation, but maybe does not have any special new message. Maybe he's preaching and teaching the message which was given to a Rasul at his time or before. Sometimes prophets lived at the same time that a Rasul lived. For example, Harun alayhi salam was a Nabi, but Musa was Rasul and Nabi. So Harun had to deliver to people the same message that Musa was given. But sometimes a prophet maybe came afterwards. For example, some prophets who came after Prophet Musa and before Isa alayhi salam came, they were teaching people Torah. So, what is important is sometimes we are talking about a message as a package that Allah has given to a mursal, to a rasul, to a messenger to deliver, and sometimes we are talking about items, different elements, different parts of that message, because normally this message has different doctrines, different morals, different practices, so it's not one single thing. What is important is it all comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We cannot create the message. It would be fabrication. It would not be authentic. We cannot add or remove. We cannot even increase. Anything should be inside the message. لو تقبل علينا بعض الأقاويل لأخذنا منه باليمين ثم لقطعنا عنه الوتين. Allah says, even if the Prophet introduces some of his own words to the Qur'an and says this is what Allah said, then we would not tolerate it. Of course, the Prophet is not doing this, but it's a message, it's a warning for everyone that even the Prophet cannot add one letter to the message. Although his own words are very special and represent the truth, but His words should not be mixed with the Quran. Quran is something else. So, what is important is that everything comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as different elements, but overall is a package. This package is Risalah. Those items are Risalat. This is my understanding. And inshallah, I hope we can continue this discussion more in future. What is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down to us in a kind of releasing something. In Arabic, arsalah is used in different ways. And it is normally, in my understanding, a matter of sending away, a matter of freeing, releasing, not keeping tied to yourself. This is the meaning of irsal. Even, for example, if someone keeping his beard, long and doesn't, trim it, they say arsala lihyatahu. What does it mean? Arsala lihyatahu means let it grow. Didn't put any limit. Risala and Rasul or Mursal involve the same meaning. The Mursal, the sender, is letting something go away, something to reach out from himself. So there is a purpose. It's not by chance. It's not that, I had something for myself, then someone hears and benefits. No, it's meant to reach out. It's meant for people. And therefore, he appoints some people. He gives tasks to some people to deliver the message. But they have to be very careful, because this is the message of God. And not everyone can deliver the message of God. Message of God should be delivered by people who are themselves resembling the message and resembling the sender of the message. They should not be a failure for the message. They should not be a barrier, a blockage, an obstacle, an embarrassment for the message, a weakness for the message. They should be suitable for delivering the message of Allah. Allah knows. Allah a'lamu haythu yaj'alu risalata. He knows who would be suitable for being given this task of delivery. I think this also comes down to lower levels, like who can be a writer, who can be a teacher, who can be a scholar, who can be Allama Tabatabai, who can be Ayatollah Mutahari, who can be Allama Amini. Allah chooses some people and gives them means and tawfiq and support to deliver this message under, of course, Rasulullah, under Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. But in all levels, this must be delivered with maximum authenticity, with maximum God-fearing. الذين يبلغون رسالات الله ويخشونه ولا يخشون أحدا إلا الله. They fear Allah and they don't fear anyone other than Allah. They have respect for others. They have regard for others. They are careful about what others may think about them. But they fear only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It means that they know that they are only answerable to Him. If the other people think like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thinks, if they are nice people, pious people, of course, they reflect the will of God. And we should also be afraid of disobeying them and displeasing them. Like Prophet, like Ahlul Bayt, like our Maraja, like our leaders, godly scholars. But someone on his own or her own is respected, but not necessarily obeyed. Obedience is only primarily for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then the people who represent him. So, a muballigh is the one that يخشونه ولا يخشون أحدا إلا الله وكفى بالله حسيبا. And Allah is sufficient as a person who keeps the account, as a content, as someone who knows who, how much, where, when has done anything for him, and he would certainly reward them, not just equal to what they have done. He would reward them in a very generous way. So you should not worry that maybe you have done something that was not appreciated by people, whether they appreciate or not. This may affect your feelings today, but it will not affect your reward. Actually, maybe if they don't appreciate and you remain patient, your reward can increase. So, يَخْشَوْنَهُ وَلَا يَخْشَوْنَ أَحَدًا إِلَّا اللَّهِ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ حَسِيبًا. There are several ayat, as I said. I don't want to end this discussion, and I cannot actually end. The time is limited, and I myself am involved right now in reflection on these verses. I'm engaged. So I want just to open this discussion, and inshallah, when Allah gives tawfiq, we can build upon it and see what implications it would have for our work. So I would like to take this opportunity again to congratulate all of you. And this night is a very important night. Maybe in a sense, this is the most important night, not only in our annual calendar, but in the human calendar, in the history, which is human calendar. This is the most important night. Why? Because this is the night that Allah chose Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and appointed him with the task of delivering his final message. What day or night can be greater than this? That someone like the Prophet is chosen to give the Qur'an to people, to humanity. When the universal message of God forever is given to the best servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all mankind, this, I think, is the greatest occasion in the history. Nothing can be more important than this before or after, in my humble opinion so far. So it's a great, great night tonight, and I am sure if we use tonight and tomorrow for reflection, for istighfar, for dhikr, for charity, for studying, for visiting, if possible, in person, if not, connecting over phone, online, I don't know, letters, doing any kind of good in this night and tomorrow, inshallah, would be especially accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and inshallah would Allah grant your hajat and accept your du'as, because this is the night that Allah has been showing his maximum grace and favor to humanity and indeed to the whole creation by sending the Qur'an, by sending the closest thing to him, to humanity. May inshallah one of the things that Allah gives humanity tonight would be inshallah the end for this epidemic health problem in the world because of this virus. And also we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect humanity with respect to other kinds of virus that might be like this or even worse coming in future. And I hope, inshallah, humanity would remain somehow united. Now, as we share the same suffering, it seems that we are somehow understanding each other. Poor and rich, people in the East and the West, they all understand each other. They all go through same difficulties of life. This suffering has caused some unity. As I said in Rome about suffering and unity, that one of the things that help in unity is suffering. When you have suffering, you become more humble and you understand better other people. I hope this unity, this sympathy would remain after the problem is over, and with this unity we can work together to prevent other problems, inshallah. May Imam of our time be pleased with us and be pleased with our planning, our work, our intentions, and may inshallah his du'as for his true followers include us, and may inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make things easy for him. May Allah comfort his heart. May Allah inshallah protect him and protect people who work for him, and may inshallah our children remain always on the right path. I am sorry that I took longer, but this is a very special night and I am excited, so please bear with me. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.